All right, guys, welcome back to the show. I have not been here for such a long time, and I'm super excited to be here with you at the right time as well. It's actually pretty crazy because it is just happening. Now, I have not been here for quite a long time, and the reason is because I just got married, which is absolutely incredible. So I've been together with my now wife for over 10 years, and I took 2 weeks off, and it's been fantastic. I'll be honest with you. I've missed you guys. I missed the shows. I missed being in the market that much, but it's been absolutely fantastic. And one of the things that I've been tweeting today is that the next big wealth transfer, the generational wealth opportunity, the move that will bring that has started, and I have proof for it, and this is what we're going to talk about today, and I'm going to show you exactly why I think that is happening and how you can take advantage of it. So it's going to be a big show. If you are here and if you just appreciate me coming here, I would truly appreciate if you just smash and obliterate the like button. I see so many of you saying congrats, thank you so much. It's good. You know, they put a ring on it, which again, I'm very happy. It looks awesome here on me. I know. I just need a gold Rolex, cuz, for my birthday, just so you know what to look for. Okay, so guys, if you don't know who I am, my name is Fefe. I bring you the best offer in the world. Bring you trades like these. I bring you threads and things that explain about crypto that you might not know. I also have every single day a daily recap coming out on my X, so you can read the most important news from the past 24 hours. And also we do a bunch of charting. So even though I couldn't be here, this pump that we had, which actually looks very real, I've been updating you all through the Telegram. So if you don't know what the Telegram is, I do have a private Telegram, which there's a link in the description. I'm just gonna find it now in a second. Let me just show you here. Here we go. Which there's a link in the description. So if you go down here, this is why I'm very happy that we do have the Telegram. You can come down here, and it says here, join Fefe's Crypto Telegram in the description, because it's also going to pin it in the chat or the comments, and you will be able to see it. I updated everything that's happened there, took some trades and much more, but this actually does look super real, and it can happen. I've been saying for a long time now that it can happen that we are going to see a rally that is just going to last. Like, there will be a point where there will be no real pullbacks. And although this pullback has been expected, as I was telling you a lot about it, and I was telling you that this pullback is going to come, and especially it will come to the 50%. This was the first buying area for me. This was for the scalp, and this was the first major area. Again, if you follow the shows or if you're in the Telegram, I've posted this chart and I said this is the first buying opportunity, and we need to make a higher high from here. And we did. So I'm gonna deep dive into the charts and why that matters. But there's a bunch of reasons why this is happening and what has happened the past 2 weeks. Now, one important thing is that I actually have not been here for 2 weeks, and I just wanted to share with you, and I'm gonna do a video on the $1 billion hustle as well, the vlog, where we're gonna start pushing much more motivational content and finance content and much more. But I wanted to tell you that it was very weird to not be in the market at all times. And the reason why it's been very weird is because I realized, I had a lot of back and forth and whatnot on should I, do these shows even matter to people, and should we just focus on TA and trades, and like, what should we do? And then I realized I haven't been here for 2 weeks, and coming back is actually quite difficult. I only missed, and I was on my phone, I was monitoring the market, I was updating you in the Telegram, but I wasn't in the weeds. And when I say that, I literally live and breathe crypto for about 17 hours a day. I don't miss a thing. I'm the first one to understand and report on anything that happens here on the show, in the Telegram, on my X. Like, I'm literally in it. But the fact that I missed a week or two had such a big impact on my knowledge in crypto that it's unbelievable. You're missing a lot of things. And so I realized that yes, the show that I'm doing here does have a massive relevance, because this is the show that you have to watch every single day. If you don't have time, just allocate 20-30 minutes. You watch this show and you know everything that happened. You don't have to gather the information and find it here and read that and read this. You just have to come to the show. You have to watch this show for 30 minutes and I'll gather everything. Now, because I have not been here, it's been difficult for me to start catching up with all the things that's been happening. So if you have not really paid attention, because for whatever reasons, this show is going to be very cool for you as well. Again, guys, I would just reiterate, if you're here, please smash the like button, and let's get going. So, number one is this Elon thing. So, you know, this Elon thing happened and it actually spoofed the market. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it because all of you know what happened. What happened was that Elon went on a beef with Trump. He was criticizing the big beautiful bill that Trump calls the big beautiful bill. He's calling for the removal of the debt ceiling. He just wants to basically print more money and not save as much as Elon thought it was going to be the way. And so that kind of had a big fallout, and of course that had an impact on how Trump perceived Tesla as well. They put the Tesla EV incentivization scheme in America, and so basically Elon just went completely nuts, and he went completely nuts in a way. I'm not saying it in like he's an idiot. I'm just saying it that he lost control to the extent where he tweeted and he said that Elon, real Donald Trump is actually in the Epstein list, and this is the reason why the list is not getting published. And I've been calling for the list to be published. I mean, if Donald Trump is not there, I mean, publish the list. There is nothing to do here. Now, since then, all the tweets have been deleted, but it's important that there was a massive massacre. So Tesla was down 14% basically on the first day when this whole thing happened. If you look at Bitcoin and the Bitcoin chart, look here, you will see this is the moment when Elon just tweeted, this is a massive outrageous pork-filled congressional spending bill, disgusting abomination. So if you look at here, the total market cap went down like 5.5%. Some of the tokens dumped like 10, 12, 13%. So it was a real thing. And happily, what I can say, and even again, I'm just referencing back to the Telegram. And the reason why I'm referencing back to it is because this is literally the way I could update you when things were happening. There is a link here that you can just click in the comment section. But what I've been saying there as well, that it doesn't make sense that these guys just have a massive fallout like this. It just simply doesn't make any sense. And so now Trump was like, you know, it's over, and Elon will have massive consequences if he does anything with the dams. It's like there was a very nasty back and forth. And happily, Trump actually had, when he was asked about Elon, he said this, and we're over with the whole situation.
Elon Musk, that alleged that he, towards the end of his time in the White House, was blurring the lines between recreational. The White House?
I really don't know. I don't think so. I hope not. Look, I wish him well. You understand. We had a good relationship, and I just wish him well. Very well,
actually. So so Trump seems to be coming to the fact that, you know, everything is fine with Elon, no problems are happening. But there are a bunch of, so this scare obviously had a massive hit on the market, but there are a bunch of very cool things that's been happening. I just want to run through some of the headlines that in my opinion mark basically the bottom for this range, and I do think that the parabolic run starts from here. One is President Trump's Truth Social files for Bitcoin ETF. So Trump's company, officially Truth Social was the company when he was banned from all social media after the 2020 election. He launched Truth Social, and that company that he launched there is launching for a Bitcoin ETF, absolutely massive. JP Morgan has been, being completely shitting on Bitcoin, like destroying Bitcoin. It's rat poison and all the shit. Now they're offering clients loans against their Bitcoin ETFs. You know what that means? That means that a company that's been hating Bitcoin now says, hey, do you need $100,000 in loans? Absolutely fine. You just have to have a big, let's say you're like me and you have 95% of your wealth in crypto. If you want a loan, you didn't have an opportunity. Do you have a house? No. Well, you can't mortgage that. Do you have any valuables? No. Well, unfortunately, we can't give you a loan. So what now you can do through JP Morgan is that you are able to take your Bitcoin ETF, essentially Bitcoin, and collateralize it and say like, hey, here's my Bitcoin ETF. I want a loan back. And if your loan, the interest rate on your loan is less than 20% a year average, I think you're basically making a bargain, because you might possibly cut down on your Bitcoin gains, but you get free cash that you can again just turn back into buying Bitcoin. And then the best part is you can just accumulate more Bitcoin by taking a loan against the Bitcoin you accumulated, and then you basically become MicroStrategy. That's what the whole deal is here, which is absolutely massive. Like the news that came out had a massive impact. $1.5 trillion Deutsche Bank considering issuing its own stablecoin. Stablecoin narrative is flying with the Genius Act coming in play. I do think that this of course also fuels the whole thing. Matthew Siegel, we had a fantastic interview with him. Matthew, if you're watching this, you ought to be following me back. Just all jokes aside, he's a very, very, very cool guy and very knowledgeable. I met him in Las Vegas. Did a very good interview, which I'm gonna post on my X today. Russia's largest bank, Sberbank, launches. I thought these guys went bankrupt. Anyway, launches structured bond tied to Bitcoin. Again, countries coming in. Russia's largest exchange, the Moscow exchange, launches Bitcoin futures. You had USDC Circle doing an IPO. And the week I've been gone, bro, these guys did an IPO at a $35, and then the price went very Circle now. Like Circle must be about 100 and something. Let me just see this. Circle must be about 120, bro. That's like, you know what that is? That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy what these guys did. It's like a 4x. Oh, chart. It's like a 4x. I mean, this looks bad because they just recently launched, but this is like a 4x. The price was 140. It's like a 5x. Absolute mind-blowing shit. Anyway, so this is, of course, putting people's mind, Circle, use stable coins, Bitcoin, whatnot. Hong Kong is moving. 𝗙𝗘𝗙𝗙𝗏. I don't bash me for it. I didn't know about this company before, but they filed. They will buy $1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin. So massive players moving in with massive money, not just Michael Saylor. Hong Kong official accepts Bitcoin as proof of assets. Again, you're moving back to adoption, right? So all these news from last week. This is not. I'm not talking about like this is all happened last week. And so what happened is that all at, they say that it's slowly and then all at once. That's kind of what is happening now. And this last week news confirmed all this. So it's not only that you can take, like, you now have the possibility to own Bitcoin, borrow money against your Bitcoin, go with that money, invest that money in, let's say, Hong Kong real estate or anything there, get possibly a residence permit, all while using the same Bitcoin that you're using to get money, you borrow money through JP Morgan. It's insane. Like it's genuinely insane what you will be able to do with Bitcoin. And this is just the news from the last week. Imagine what's happening in the background. South Korea is moving fast. Digital Asset Committee, just like the crypto task force that's happening in the States. The same thing South Korea launched. Not a lot of people know that, but South Korea accounts for about 70% of the market volume. So the moment this becomes completely legal and structured, I do think it's gonna be massive for the space. Bukele met with 𝗏𝗏𝗡𝗏 again. I met with 𝗏𝗏𝗡𝗏 as well. Absolutely, they tagged the wrong 𝗏𝗏𝗡𝗏, bro. Look at this. Am I following the wrong 𝗏𝗏𝗡𝗏? Hold on a second here. I'm following this 𝗏𝗏𝗡𝗏. Isn't this the 𝗏𝗏𝗡𝗏? I mean, this guy has 103,000 followers. Now, what's happening here, TJ? What's happening here? You gotta, like, why is a lot of people following this guy? Nah, something is wrong here.
But if the tag is green, it's gray, then it's the government official.
Yeah, it is. Holy shit. Am I following a fake account there? Oh my god, bruv. I'm gonna unfollow this dude.
He has 2 accounts, TJ says.
Okay, TJ says it. Okay, so I'm gonna follow you back, Bo. I'm so sorry that I unfollowed you. Anyway. Okay, cool. But that's good to know. Like, I might just tag him here with the interview. We have to tag this account in the interview. Just make sure that we have to tag this account for the interview. I'm gonna post a nice thing with Bo here as well at interview. Anyway, so he met with Bukele again, spreading the word, talking about Bitcoin. Stuff is happening. Now, very important. All these were super bullish, and I looked at it and I was like, it's amazing and this and that, and. But the fact is, I tweeted this in March, and I said, we're not in a bear market. We're absolutely not in a bear market. We're in a macro-driven storm fueled by Trump. And a lot of things are happening because of Trump. You can look at, like, all the tariff news that sent the market. Trump and Elon fallout, Trump on rate hikes or rate cuts, Trump on foreign policy, whether that's Russia, whether that's the Israel-Palestine, whatever that might be. It's all about Trump. So, as I said, since the crypto is a tiny industry, the devastation is amplified. This was on the massive fall that we had at that time, the crash. And I was saying, like, we see an amplified reaction from the market. But the storm will pass, and this is what I want you to pay attention when I said geopolitical tension will cool, which we see now. So we do see Russia and Ukraine peace talks. Even if solely, they do move forward. We do see the China-US tariff things are moving forward. We do see massive news coming in on the tariff front on the US in the coming months. That is moving forward. QE will start, which will start. I'll show you in a second. We will have quantitative easing. We have money printing. Is basically programmed. Whether it's happening this year or early next year, I don't care. It is going to happen. And I'll say we will make so much money, we will know what to do with it. Now, this is the most important part. And I do believe that we are coming to a point where that is soon going to happen. There are 4 main reasons why I think the market is bottoming now and why I think had the biggest impact, which I'm going to share with you in a second here. 4 major catalysts that we have to run through. And I'm going to talk about the charts as well. But before we do that, I wanted to ask you a couple of things. One is, I want you to like the show. We have 700 people watching here, which, by the way, guys, I'm fucking giving this up to you. I didn't expect this amount of people, me not being here for 7 weeks. I thought you guys were going to bash me for it, but it's fine. Seeing here, it's absolutely incredible. A couple of things I wanted to tell you. One is, I have an incredible partner on the channel. I put my hand on my heart, and I'm grateful and extremely happy about this new partnership on the channel. Shout out to the team and shout out to 𝗙𝗘𝗙𝗙 as well for coming on. This is 𝗙𝗘𝗙𝗙. They are partners on the channel. Now, what they do, I don't know if you have ever experienced getting fuck ton of emails of services that you never signed up to, you never wanted it, your phone calls, you know when someone calls you and they like, you know what they do? Have you ever experienced when they call you and you pick it up and they hang up on you? That's testing if the number is still live. So if you've ever experienced this kind of stuff and they're like, I'm just calling you from here and here, okay, so where do you get my number from? Anyway, so there's a whole market that is selling your data, that is selling your address, your health situation, your phone number, your email addresses, your location, how much you're spending, all the stuff that people gather. There's a whole industry that works on gathering this information about you without you knowing. Anyway, 𝗙𝗘𝗙𝗙 is the stuff that I needed. Okay, so what they do is that they come up with, you basically sign up to this platform. They have a database of 230 database providers. They send your information through these databases and they request legally, they can request in your name for them to delete this. 200, cuz he's like, I didn't tell you about this? Bro, this is like legit the best fucking thing, I'm telling you. So anyway, so if you're tired from all the shit emails, all the phone numbers, I signed up with it. It's absolutely incredible. All the phone, everything. You're tired of all these spams. You gotta go that, and it's nothing. It's dirt cheap compared to the time that you spend on all the answering all the emails and all the shit show. Anyway, what I want you to do, there's a link in the description. You come down here and you will see it in the feature. It says 𝗙𝗘𝗙𝗙. Stay private, stay safe. You can get 60% discount. Now, I don't know when you're watching this video. It might not be 60% now. So if you're watching in the next 24 hours, you do have 60% discount. I don't know how long it lasts, but I do recommend you get yourself an 𝗙𝗘𝗙𝗙 account. Absolutely incredible. I genuinely think this is one of the best things that I've used in a very long time because this is genuinely solving a problem that I personally have. So if you do have this problem, go do that. Someone saying, 𝗙𝗘𝗙𝗙 doesn't work for me, tried it for 2 years, still getting scam calls. I mean, bro, it's not like the world is pretty freaking big. It's not like that 𝗙𝗘𝗙𝗙 just solves everything. There are so many databases in the world, but they have access to 230 databases. More. If you can tell them, depending on what package you buy, but if you tell them, here it is, look, if you tell them, this is one of the things that I really like because I have some certain companies where I just tired, like I get calls from them and I requested them to delete, but it's not an official way of deleting. If you request if you get this package, you get complex removals handled by privacy experts, not that one. Which one is it? Yeah, it's this one, yeah. So you can actually tell them what company is bothering you and they will reach out to that company and get your stuff removed. So it's pretty incredible. It is pretty incredible. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for being here. I'm not even finishing the show because this is the time for me to get in here. We're gonna do charts after this, by the way, on 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 Club. For anybody who is wondering, 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 Club is my trading channel. Cuz is going to pin it in the comments. We're going to do charts straight after this, and we're gonna make sure to. There's 23 people waiting already, so we're gonna analyze a bunch of charts. I think we should modify this. This Bitcoin bounce looks real. This crypto bounce looks zero. Or altcoin entries. That's what we should do. All right, let's go. Are you guys enjoying yourselves? What's happening? I didn't even check in with the comment section here. What's going on? Is everybody doing good? We're here. Congratulations. Thank you. Big congrats on the wedding, broski. Thank you. Thank you. We're congrats, Fefe. I don't trade, but your info is invaluable. I'm so happy. The vlog is this week was unforgettable. Fuck the vlog. The vlog was like... we have a 40-minute vlog on the $1 Billion Hustle channel. Also in the description. I interviewed the biggest minds, and we're traveling to Vegas, staying in the Trump Tower, like what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, going to the casinos, interviewing these Grant Cardone here. Like, it's just like proper mind-blowing. Go and see that as well. What do we have here? Hey, it's cousin, not like your old sound. Hey, is this cousin, not like your old sound? I don't know what that means. Show us the wedding ring. How do I zoom in? Oh, hold on, I'm gonna zoom in. It's beautiful, I love it. I love my wedding ring. If it's true, oh, it's true, bruh. It's never been more true. Where can we go view the wedding pics? I'm not doxing my family, of course, but I've just chatted to my wife, actually. I was thinking, like, why don't I just, but we'll see, we'll see. I'll post something today. We have 50% retrace. That's the question we're gonna talk about now. Welcome back. We're all fiend for your alpha. Nice. Congrats on getting ready. Thank you. Oh my god, congrats. Thank you. Why is everyone so bullish? Because there is a reason to be bullish. The new mic place, sound is better. New mic in place?
Soundproofing. That's soundproofing.
That's, yeah. I'll send you a picture of the soundproofing cause bro, literally, like, it's not even, what is it? Stick to the wall. You just put it on there. Yeah. Okay, very good. Like, cuz just took these big ass panels and just leaned it over the wall. It's like, okay, was cuz your best man? Cuz was not my best man. He's always my best man though. Good wine from your 𝗙𝗟𝗏. Good. Ron made some improvements. Ron ruined everything here. So I had to spend like 1.5 hours to get everything back here. The problem was that the chair, when I sat on the chair, he just adjusted the chair, not the camera. I was like this, it's so small. I was just sitting like this and I'm like, what is happening, Ron? So yeah. My marriage was the catalyst for the pump. Exactly. Say the F word. Say it if you dare it. What? Some dirt king comes in here. Say the F word. Okay. Pay raise to cuz. Cuz, what do you say? Should we get a pay raise for you? Is it time? Really? Cuz earns so much money, it's making me broke. Like my kid is not eating because I'm paying cuz. Okay, so let's jump in. I said that we have 4 things that I think are one of the main catalysts for this pump, and we're gonna talk about them. One of them is immediate, and that is immediate in action, and then obviously prolonged in execution. But one of the things that I talked to 𝗏𝗡 as well in Las Vegas is the US government buying Bitcoin. Now, there are a lot of disbelievers, but I'm very certain it will happen. Now, I got feedback from Joe. He was here and we had dinner and he was like, yeah, sometimes you just say you're sure. When I say sure, yeah, I am sure, but I'm not like a fortune teller, so I just have to select my words. I am very confident, but I don't know for sure. But I do believe that the state is going to start acquiring Bitcoin. And there was a statement from Lummis, Senator Lummis, who actually put forward the Bitcoin bill first time. And she basically, let me just play it for you.
What do you say to critics like Jamie Dimon who say this is a waste of resources?
Yeah, I would say that even the United
Anyway, so what she's saying, she's basically saying that but I want to play it because buying Bitcoin is not important just for economic reasons, but also as a war against China and other countries. Listen to this. It's very, very important.
Make it louder if you can.
Make it louder. I don't know how. I don't think I can.
that there are generals, especially in Southeast Asia, who believe it's important to have strategic Bitcoin stockpile because we're doing an economic war with China and we have to prepare for a guns and bullets war.
We're doing an economic war in China and we also prepare for guns and bullets. Economic war. So she says the US has to be the first to move in acquiring Bitcoin in the economic war with China and the rest of the world. That's massive.
But we need both. And so all we need to do is look to the leadership of the current U.S. military to find support for a strategic Bitcoin reserve.
So she says, all we need to do is just to look for support in the U.S. military and just in generals in the U.S. military to find. So the reason why this made me extremely bullish is not only because they have the possibility and already have the power to purchase Bitcoin in a budget neutral way, but now she goes out very smartly and she says, hey, we can approach this from the war standpoint as well, from a military standpoint as well, and I can be like, hey, other countries are preparing and other countries are buying Bitcoin or custodying Bitcoin. If we're not going to be the first one to acquire at least 5% of the network, we're going to fall behind on the economic war that we have with other countries or the economic race. And so that is, again, if you put this into this perspective, it is a much more relevant and much more exciting approach to actually just start acquiring Bitcoin. So that was one of the things that I do believe was very, very interesting. Now I talked to Bo Hines, and this is what he said. America is going to. I wanted to play this. This is on the 𝗏𝗏𝗡 Club. I posted a bunch of shorts from the interviews on the 𝗏𝗏𝗡 Club as well. Go and listen to this.
What's happening in the White House?
I mean, this is an industry that's been broadly beaten down, kicked down, and the president said very clearly, you know, we're going to make the United States the crypto capital of the world. We're going to welcome in the golden age for digital assets. This is the best place to build. We have the greatest capital markets in the world. Anyone working in the digital asset space, we want you building here.
What a time to be alive, actually. It's just incredible. You are the guy.
So they are going to move everybody and everything in the United States. Now, very important that although we think, you know, oh my God, the ETFs, this and that, but please mark that the ETFs, the IBIT ETFs, run through 70 billion, smashed through 70 billion asset under management, and now is the fastest ETF to ever hit that in 340. In less than a year, there's $70 billion in BlackRock's Bitcoin ETF. Let that sink in for a second. It's 5 times faster than gold was that hit this amount in about 16 or 1700 days. BlackRock is also bullish, so this is coming, not a question. Now the second main reason why I think the catalyst is happening now is because the US paused the tariffs on certain goods until August 31st. Now, Trump was very clear in the fact that there's no pause on the fucking tariffs. There's no pause, okay? So, because he was very bullish or very, vocal about it, the fact that there is a pause on the tariff in and of itself turns me bullish. But the second is that they do have ongoing negotiations with China, and seemingly it is going great. And again, remember back what I tweeted here, and I said we are not in a bear market, we're in a macro-driven storm fueled by Trump. The storm will pass when geopolitical tension will cool. One of the major geopolitical tension that we can see that impacted markets in the last 3 months was the China and US trade war. So if that would get fixed in any way, that is at least, you know what they say, if you're negotiating and you both walk away from the deal dissatisfied, that's a good deal, because it can't happen. I mean, it can happen that both of you are extremely happy with the deal, but very unlikely, especially in a case where China and US. So if both parties just let a little bit go of their ego, let a little bit go of their everything, this could be very, very cool. Once this gets fixed, this is another massive, massive catalyst. The third that just happened recently, actually just happened yesterday, I believe, is the new SEC chair, Paul Atkins, made a statement that I did not believe. Someone came here, bro, your English effing sucks. Oh, I'm so sad. I don't know. It's best. It's best hurt my feelings, bro. Cause I'm gonna cry on screen now. What should we do? Your English is gonna suck this bad, then you at least have to slow down the speed of which you talk, cause I can't understand shit he's saying. I mean, this dude's saying my English is bad, but he can't even. Yo, bro. Okay. I don't know. I just think he's in a. I don't know. Okay. So banned for life. No, we like controversial opinions, and he's burning himself, so I don't have to ban him. It's entertainment for us. It's entertainment for us. Okay, so let me get back to this. So, Paul Atkins, you know, we've been in this whole war with the S. And when I say we, like the whole crypto space, we've been fighting with the SEC on the Gary Gensler for such a fucking long time. It's been horrible. If you've been here, like there were, I don't know if you know this, but there were times when the SEC called US corporations and companies and they said, hey, come here with us, talk to us, what is the problem? Then these companies came, they told them everything that was the problem, what they cannot account for and how it should be fixed. And the next day, they got subpoenaed by the SEC and they got cracked down on. It's horrible. Horrible, okay? So now we have Paul Atkins, who we knew for a long time is a very big crypto advocate, but he came out with a statement that just blew my mind, and I will elaborate why. I want you to listen to this.
Blockchain technology is the ability of individuals to have self-custody of crypto assets in a personal digital wallet.
Listen.
The right to have self-custody of one's private property.
The ones to have self-custody of one's private property
is a foundational American value that
is a foundational American value
should not disappear when one logs on to the internet.
That should not disappear when one logs onto the internet. Do you understand what this guy is saying? He's saying, we've been cracking down on you. We proposed bills that basically eliminated the possibility of any decentralized exchanges, any decentralized activity, any decentralized smart contract usage, anything, because that's what Gary Gensler did. And now Paul Atkins comes out and he says, hey, self-custody, meaning using DeFi, right? Because that's self-custody, is your right. And you should do it. And we will help you do it. It's absolutely insane. It's huge. It's extremely big. And this is why some of the ETH betas are running now, because this is a next level thing. It's a next level thing. And the fourth one is money printing. Now, before you turn off and be like, hey, Fefe, oh, you're gonna tell us that QE started, you're an idiot. Maybe I'm an idiot, but mark my words. QE will start, and QE will start while JP is in office. Okay? Jerome Powell, the Fed chair. Even though he didn't cut, he will cut. He will cut. It just takes time. Why do I say that? One of the things that was sparked, again, I'm just still following back on what we all missed, or what I missed, is that there was 37,000, the ADP private payrolls, basically measuring, it's a company that is measuring, age activity, hiring, firing, all that stuff. And the payrolls, the private payrolls are up just 37,000. That means there's only 37,000 people increase in the payrolls, which was the weakest. This is basically the weakest since March 2023. The expectation was 111,000, and to that we got about 30% of it in increase. That means that the economy is not booming. That means that there is no expansion, and if there is no expansion, there is no inflation. If there is no inflation, there's no need to keep the rates high, especially considering the fact that Trump wants to refinance their debt. So Trump is very vocal about the fact that JP is late. He's very pressuring JP to cut. Europe has already lowered interest rates, which had happened. So I'm pretty confident that JP will do the same. I was completely wrong, because I said about a month ago, I said that this thing is going to drop down to like 70. But it didn't. It went up to 99.99%. I think a lot of uncertainty is happening. But again, I was wrong on the fact that I believe that we are going to get at least a 70% possibility for keeping and at least a 30% possibility for cut, which didn't happen now. So we are going to have the FOMC next week, Wednesday. Probably there is no cut, but I would be very, very, very surprised if we wouldn't get a dovish Fed and a dovish JP. I do think it is going to happen. I do think that he's going to be another next catalyst. Now, JP's term ends in May 2026, which might seem a long time from now, but it's not really. A lot of things will happen, but if we can extend that, the cycle might just actually continue to increase, and either we have a massive crash from here to then, which I don't think. Otherwise, printing is always incredibly good for Bitcoin. So we'll see what's happening. But one thing is certain, Trump wants to lower interest rates. He wants to refinance debt, and he does know who is going to be the next Fed chair. And if he knows it now, you better believe that he's going to make it happen.
You would lower rates. And you know what? If inflation happened in a year from now or 2 years, let him raise rates. But we're going out for long-term debt or short-term debt. We have a lot of debt coming due because Biden had all short-term debt, mostly. And we would get a lower rate and a lower interest rate if this guy would lower rates. We get a lower interest rate. It's unbelievable. And he's worried about inflation. If he worries about inflation any longer, all he has to do is get the lower rate. Let us go out, borrow at a much lower rate, much lower. You could go down a point or two. We'll go out, borrow them, and if in 2 years inflation comes back, he raises rates. But he keeps them the same. It's insane.
Anyway, so he's calling him insane, and then they ask him about whether he knows who is going to be the next one.
Are you already thinking about who your next Fed chair would be? I know it's 2026 when his term expires, so you're already thinking about it.
It's coming out very soon.
Who were you thinking about that?
I could tell you, but I don't think I have a pretty good idea.
Okay, so he knows who the next chair is, obviously. Now, someone said, let's look at the Benta bubbles. And this is what we're going to do. We have a bunch of stuff to do. By the way, before I look at Benta bubbles, I want to tell you a couple of things again. One is, I want to congratulate to myself because I still have time to get liquidated, but we are doing this competition with 𝗙𝗘𝗙𝗙 and the host, and I don't know how everybody else is doing. I don't know. I know one thing, that I shared all this in the Telegram. Like, I have a private Telegram down in the description and on my X. I shared all these trades for free. I'm up 13% on the account in the past 30 days since the competition is up. I know 𝗙𝗘𝗙 is about 7%, so I'm beating his bots by like almost double. So we had to see how that goes. We still have 10 days, I think. We started on the 20th or 20-something. But I just wanted to say that I'm actually trading on Blowfin. Love Blowfin. Non-KYC available worldwide. You do have a third-party custody, so you custody at Fireblocks, which means if they get hacked, they get, I'll go under, your funds are still safe, which is absolutely crucial in my opinion. There's a link in the description to Blowfin. Check them out. They're right here, and you can get massive bonuses. Again, no KYC, no VPN. I was in the States. I could use Blowfin as well. Some regions might require you to use a VPN, but you know what you're doing. And if you scroll lower here, you will see my Telegram here. This is completely for free. I do have all the charts. It's free for now. Don't take me on it because I know it's going to be paid. So we'll see that. And I wanted to tell you one more thing, and that is that we do have a newsletter. So a lot of people ask me where I've been, what I've been doing, and whatever. So there is a newsletter that the Benta team is writing up. If you scroll down here, you are going to see it here. Both newsletters are both for, daily market updates on what is happening and chart updates. I'm also posting in the chart updates. So just scroll down here. Your daily edge in crypto starts here. Free crypto newsletter. So you can just sign up to all these. And of course, if you know anyone who wants to get into crypto, you can get them into the free intro to crypto school. And now what we're gonna do, Cos is actually pinned the show already. It is pinned up here, but I'm going to jump in to the 100x club and why don't you change it to altcoins? Bitcoin. Okay, so you have it here. This is the show that Cos pinned here. We're going to literally right now, jump in here. I'm going to do token analysis. I'm going to do the total analysis. I'm going to do altcoin entries and much more. We're going to jump in, trade there. If you want that, it sounds good, make sure to join us. And if you're rewatching, we will just put it up on the end screen. Otherwise, guys, I am so grateful that we have about 900 people here and we're rocking together again. I'm happily a married man now, so it's time to get back to the markets and start crushing. I'm going to be 24/7 back in, plugged into the system. Have a little weekend getaway this weekend, but that doesn't impact you as well. So guys, I'll jump in there. Come here tomorrow. I'm going to have a live show as well. And right now, I'm not even going to say hi because we'll see you on the 100x Club channel. Check out these two videos. One of them is that show. Click here to subscribe. And I believe I'll see you in the next one. Take care.